Okay. Welcome to the second Mighty High Music event. It's a benefit for the National Alliance to End Veteran Suicide. We have a suggested donation of $15. Give what you can. If you can't give any, that's fine. Just come on in and be part of this. Thank you for coming. This means a lot to us. I started Mighty High Music a few years ago, and we did an event on Whidbey Island. It wasn't for the National Alliance at that time. I was kind of confused about who I wanted to raise money for in the world, because at a certain point in your life, you want to give back to society. It's not about you anymore. It's about what you can do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And, you know, we're all starving artists anyway, so we might as well not try to just do it for ourselves anymore. But I believe, and I think that, what's that rich guy's name that combs his hair over to the side? Yeah, he said, just do what you do and make sure you give back, and then you'll get what you need to keep going. And so far that's happened. So what I decided, we held an event, a Mighty High Music event at Jazz Bones. I think it was a couple years ago, Ron? Yeah. And I decided that I was going to do it for the veterans. Because the veterans represent all aspects of society. They represent homeless. They have children. If they die, they have children that need supported. They have wives, they have families. Some of them are hungry. Some of them are homeless. Some of them are disabled. We have our elder vets. And we have the saddest part of it for me is the vets that are suffering with extreme deep depression, so much so that they want to take their precious lives. I mean, to me, that's one of the heaviest things in the world. I lost a stepfather to suicide, and I mean, if you could just put yourself in that place for a minute to be able to put a gun in your mouth or take a bottle of pills and feel so hopeless and empty inside that you have to do that. So I really believe in this organization, and I want us to stop this. So you coming today is helping us do that. Your donations, your support, your love. Love being the most important thing that drives all the forces in life, drives us to take our wallets out of our pockets and drop a little money into the bucket for those that are needy inside. So if you think about it, these young men and women, they go to the war, they sign up, and they're excited. They're going to be doing something great for their country. And what they soon find out is they're getting one of the greatest initiations into life that they could ever experience, one of the harshest initiations into life, in one short term. And I mean a term of their life. I don't mean 6 months, 3 months. I mean a term of their life. All in one swoop. Most of us have a lifetime to be initiated into the kind of things that these young men and women and adults get initiated to in the war. They get initiated into the deepest fear they could ever experience in their life. They get initiated into the deepest courage they could ever experience. They get initiated into anger, into hope, into hope that seems hopeless. They learn about camaraderie. They learn about excruciating loss, loss that some of us never see. You know, just imagine being in a dugout and something happening to the man or woman next to you right before your eyes. Death, disability. They get initiated into all the things, all in one swoop. So it's not surprising that they come home, and sometimes if they don't have the kind of support they need when they come home, loving arms of a family, loving arms of friends, loving arms of a veteran group that says, come on in, buddy, we know what you're going through. We want to help you. We want to help you find work and help you, you know, initiate back in. No matter how long you go off to the war, you come back and you need help. The things you see. So, yes, they do something great for our country. Absolutely fabulous. But they also pay an extreme price, extreme price. It takes many of us all of our lives to even experience death. Many of us never have disability. Of course, we face anger and we have hope and all that, but the kind of fear that these people experience, we don't have that kind of stuff. So a lifetime, 50, 60 years, we're slowly experiencing these emotions and these things. These guys get it all at once. So you have to think about that, and it's no wonder they come back and they're dark. Even sometimes if they do have loving arms of families and relatives and friends, they still sit in their room and they say, how can I talk about this to anybody? Nobody understands. And when I lost my second husband to cancer from Agent Orange, he came back and nobody wanted to hear him talk. Nobody wanted to hear his stories. They were all going on with their lives. And when we can understand that, we all go on with our lives. So to have a group of veterans, he started a group of veterans where he would get them all together and sit down and they could all share their stories and open up. The thing with our society, not only with the veterans, but with any individual who faces an extreme crisis, is many times we hold it in and we don't open up. We don't tell our story. We don't tell our grief. We don't tell that we lost our job because our boss told us we were inadequate. Or, you know, we don't tell that we snuck around and had an affair with someone and held that guilt in for years and years. We have to be more compassionate and less judgmental, so that we will open up and share these things and become better people and hold space for our fellow man and woman. It's so important, because otherwise what happens is exactly what happens with some of these men, is they take their lives. More and more stories about young men and women and older men and women going in and getting guns and just people taking pills and getting hooked on prescription drugs because we don't open our hearts. We're ashamed and scared to tell our story. So that's what this is about. Rod has started a wonderful organization, the National Alliance to End Veteran Suicide. And that's what we're here for today. I don't know about you, but my heart just swells in heaviness. And also in great joy that you're here to share this event with us and to help. So thank you. All right, let's move on to some music.